doesn't like free, right? Click on a challenge button and subscribe to my free 30-day real estate investing video challenge. Every day you'll get a video on how I built my business doing nearly a deal per day. It's 2.5 hours of industrial strength training. Hey there, this is Peter Vekselman. So today I want to talk to you about one of my favorite subjects, and that's marketing. And it's probably a question I get asked via email, via text, via phone calls, more than any other question. Different techniques and strategies as it relates to marketing. And one thing that seems to be an overriding issue for so many investors out there is those that don't have a lot of money to put into marketing. And so a lot of times the questions that are phrased to me are like, well, yeah, Pete, sure, you could do a couple hundred deals on a yearly basis, but man, you have this huge marketing budget. And my contention always is there's no, and you hear me talk about it, what money allows you to do in marketing, it allows you to speed up the process. That's what it does. You're kind of buying your way to that finish line quicker. But by no means does money necessary to be able to be successful in this business as far as marketing is concerned. So let me tell you something I used to do for an extended period of time that worked like a charm, cost me nothing, and was a very consistent, very predictable way of generating leads. So this is what I would do. I got hooked up with a local agency here in Georgia that had access to tax records. So what they do is they would just compile tax records from the courthouse, and then they would sell the information on discs. The good news now is that tons of counties across the United States actually have their tax records right online. But anyway, subscribe to the service. So once a month, I think, I would buy a CD from them with the latest tax records with all the counties here in the Georgia market. And what I would do is every day religiously at 8 a.m., I would literally open up these tax records and I would start dialing for dollars. Now let me tell you something, when you're calling off tax records to sellers, you may as well be just picking up the white pages and calling. 50%, probably 60 to 70% of their phone numbers are wrong. You're not calling with people that own those properties. But the bottom line is this, what I was doing is I was being proactive in terms of marketing. And this was my spiel. I would just call somebody up and I'd say something like this, Mr. Smith, my name is so-and-so. I got your information from the local tax records. I understand you own a piece of property. Is that true? So I right away told them where I got it, from a public source. When, the tax information is all public information. And I just asked them, do you own a piece of property? And then, hopefully the ones that said yes, I would then go into say something like this. Mr. Smith, I'm a local investor in the area. I got a couple other properties in the market out there, and I'm looking to buy a couple more. Would you be open to a cash offer? So that whole interaction right there, so usually within 15 seconds of the conversation, I knew whether I'm going in the right direction, or I'm calling a wrong number, or I'm calling somebody that sold the property, or actually maybe even calling somebody that has no way tied into that property. And then what I was looking for is obviously for people to say, yes, I own a property, and yes, I'd be open to cash offer. And then I would just do the usual quiz, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, can you please verify the address, make sure I got the right address. I'd be adamant about trying to get a sales price out of them, because remember, in negotiations, whoever says the price first ultimately loses. And I would right on there try to do some negotiations, see how low they can go. I would find out how I can get access to it. And so what I would do is from 8 o'clock in the morning till 10 o'clock in the morning, I would make these 100% totally random calls, may have been calling off the white pages. And usually in that time frame, I would be able to generate 4 legitimate leads. And a legitimate lead for me was something just simply somebody says, yes, I own a property, and yes, I'm open to a cash offer, and here's how you go, check it out. And so I generate these leads in the morning, and then in the afternoon, I'd go out there and I'd run these appointments. And so my afternoons would be spent doing deals, doing inspections, looking at properties, calling back to sellers, negotiating, putting contracts out. And I could tell you, I did this for an enormous amount of time. I found tremendous amount of properties doing that. I did a tremendous amount of deals, and I made a tremendous amount of money doing that. And the good thing is, everything I just told you that I did back then, you could do starting literally today. So if you're one of those people that's just trying to figure out, well, how do I generate leads, and do I have to spend a tremendous amount of money to generate leads in this business? The answer is, here's how you do it, and no, you don't have to spend a tremendous amount of time doing it. And look, if this is not your strength, go hire somebody to do that for you. If you don't have the money to pay him, work out some kind of a commission agreement. There's plenty of people that have the gift of gab that could say exactly what I just said, can say it in a concise way, can generate leads for you. So you may have somebody actually doing this the whole day. As they're setting these up, they're calling you out in the field. Hey, I got another one. You're out there running around looking at stuff, and then you could be the one finally calling the sellers, or maybe this person calls back the seller since they got the relationship, and putting deals together. Totally legitimate way of doing this. No cost, just some time and effort, and something that you could do literally today to get results very, very quickly. Hey, you guys know what we do here. We do a ton of deals, and I have a one-on-one coaching program where I coach people just like you to help become very, very successful real estate investors. So if you're a buyer or you know other buyers literally all over the world that are looking for deals in the Georgia market, specifically concentrated towards Atlanta, you need to be on our buyers list. By now, you'll see my email scrolling across the screen. Send me an email. Just say, add me to the buyers list. And on a daily basis, you're going to get some terrific, both ROI and equity-driven deals emailed right directly to you. The other thing, if you're looking to become a successful investor, whether you're brand new, just getting started, or whether you're doing it already and you're looking to be a bigger, more sophisticated, more savvy investor, I know I could help you do that. Again, you could either send me an email to learn more about my one-on-one coaching program, or better yet, right below this video, there's a link, coachingbypeter.com. You can go straight there and learn more about how I could help you become very successful in this industry.